Join Entrada as we discover the beauty and the energy of the Argentinian Pampas.
We'll herd cattle on horseback at a colonial estancia, take in an exhilarating Pampas sport, and learn a trick or two from the legendary gauchos.
Bueno, gracias, Roberto. Adiós. Hola, I'm Roanna, and this is the Argentinian Pampas. 1,000 miles of fertile grasslands which feed Argentina's famous cattle. The plains are home to the gaucho and to the criollo horse, whose myth and character were born here, under these endless blue skies. Let's take a look at the map and see where we are.
Argentina is South America's second largest country. It shares a border with Chile. To the west and south of the capital, Buenos Aires, is the immense region known as the Pampas, the country's vast agricultural heartland. We're starting out in an historic cattle ranch, La Josefina, just an hour and a half's drive from the capital, Buenos Aires.
I'll ride the Pampas on horseback, drink mate with the gauchos, try my hand at pato, and of course, cook an asado under these endless skies.
First and foremost, Argentina is beef country, and there's no better way to see it than on horseback. It's a beautiful morning as I ride past the English Tudor-style mansion on my way out to the herd. This ranch is unique. It raises the cattle organically and lets them range freely.
This is my friend Roberto Ortiz, cattle rancher at la estancia La Josefina. ¿Y las vacas que viven afuera siempre?
Siempre afuera, sí.
The cows live outside year-round.
I join the gauchos and their canine companions as they head out to the Pampas. It's their job to keep the cattle from wandering off. The cows are completely grass-fed, so the gauchos must herd them to greener pastures. What a thrill to give them a hand. I can't think of a better way to spend the morning, unless, of course, it's cooking. Gauchos are famous for more than just their herding skills. They're experts when it comes to the barbecue. The asado is a day-long event starting with the kindling of the fire in the early morning.
¿Cuándo se pone la carne?
Lo que va en asador, cuando agarra bien el fuego, que se evapora ya el querosén, ya se puede poner.
The meat is ready to go on the fire once it subsides a little bit and when the kerosene evaporates. Otherwise, the meat will end up tasting like the oil. We're cooking lamb, pig, right on the fire, and then on the side, on a grill, we get beef strip loin. Very low fat, I'm told. Only the best of the best, and I can't wait to eat. It's gonna be so great.
But first, I'm on my way to check out another uniquely Argentine pastime, just southeast of the capital, Buenos Aires. Pato is Argentina's national sport, at least in the south. Northerners prefer the better-known game of polo, but Pato combines elements of polo, soccer, and basketball. What a game!
Hola, Carlos. ¿Cómo estás? ¿Todo bien?
Bien.
This is my friend Carlos Baca, who is a professional pato player. And what is pato? ¿Qué es pato?
Bueno, pato es una pelota de fútbol
It's a soccer ball
con manijas de cuero.
with leather handles. This is incredible. ¿Y lo pasan al
Exacto.
equipo?
Hay que pasarlo.
Bueno, so it is
Hacer
passed
pases.
from one teammate to another on the field while on horseback. It only gets more difficult from this point on. ¿Es difícil, Carlos? Is it difficult?
No, No, es fácil.
Easy?
Con práctica se logra todo, ¿o
Of
no?
course, seguro.
Sí.
With practice, you can do anything.
Si tenés ganas, podés practicarlo.
Carlos has asked me to try it. Excellent. Sí, por favor.
Bueno.
Pato is a Spanish word for duck. Early in the game's history, two teams vied for possession of a live duck in a basket with only his head sticking out. Luckily for me and for the ducks across the country, that tradition was discontinued over 2 centuries ago.
Abajo, 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 abajo. Eso,
This is hard.
abajo, abajo.
Híjole.
Abajo, abajo, abajo.
Yeah, casi, almost. Okay, here.
Ahí vuelva, 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 vuelva para acá, para acá, para acá, para acá. Exacto.
Got it. Yeah.
Now it's time to watch the professionals and give the scorekeeper a hand at the sidelines.
And the game on back here in the Paco field.
I get a play-by-play as a teams battle for the ball. Each team has 4 riders. They score points by getting the ball through the basket. Not an easy task, I assure you. But first they have to wrestle it away from their opponents. Or retrieve it from the ground.
Whoa.
In the old days, Pato was called horseball, and it was a rough game. It was common for players to pull opponents right off their horse or cut their saddles off. Although Pato is much safer today, it's still dangerously exciting, like any sport on horseback. The periods are timed,
2, 1.
and when the bell is rung, the game is over. Up next on Entrada, tea time on the Pampas. Back at the estancia, the gauchos are getting ready to put the pork and lamb on the fire. First, they build it up with more dry hardwood. Then the pork and lamb will slow roast on iron crosses around the fire for 3 or 4 hours. Argentinians don't believe in the concept of aged meat. They believe young meat is more flavorful. I can't wait to give it a try. In the meantime, my gaucho friends have invited me to take part in a daily Argentine ritual. Yerba mate originated out here on the Pampas. It's a strong caffeinated herbal tea, traditionally prepared in silver pots over an open fire. It's sipped from wooden cups called mates and sipped through silver straws called bombillas.
Is rico? Is it good?
Es sabroso, sí.
We're gonna find out.
Se lo puede saborizar también con azúcar o alguna otra.
¿Ah, sí? You can add sugar if you'd like. Miel también. Honey as well. Pero así como prueba.
Así es más gaucho.
But this is the gaucho way, so that it is. Pure natural. Y lo comparten entre amigos,
Sí,
¿no?
el primero siempre lo toma el que está cebando. Después se hace una ronda de amigos y bueno, si te voy a invitar con uno o vos, si sabes.
That's so neat. The person who prepares it
Está
gets the
caliente.
first sip, and then we share amongst all our friends. That's so great. Pero, yeah. Oh, it's hot. It's interesting. It has a bit of a bitter taste to it, but you can definitely taste the earth in this mate.
The drink is brewed from the dried leaves and stems of a tree that contains a lot of vitamin C, often the gauchos' only source out on the plains. Today, Argentinians don't miss their daily mate ritual.
Así?
Sí, sí, acá es tradicional.
When somebody comes over to your house, the first thing you give them is mate. I've seen mate everywhere, as a matter of fact. Walking, all the families holding their little mates and bombillas. What a beautiful tradition. Coco, para ti.
Okay.
As the fire spits and crackles, the lamb and pork continue to hold their position. It's time to prepare the achuras, the smaller pieces cooked on the grill. It's a simple but carefully guarded recipe.
A la parrilla. Bueno, all the meat is now salted, then goes onto the parrilla.
Coco shows me the secret gaucho method of sprinkling salt.
Qué rico. I really can't wait to eat this now.
Bueno, ahora sí.
Ahora sí, todo hecho.
Todo hecho, ahora a la parrilla.
A la parrilla. It's ready to go on the grill. Vámonos.
Like the North American barbecue, asados are traditionally male-run operations. The gauchos have a theory that it's because the work is heavy, labor-intensive, hot, and smoky. The women, however, think the reason is the asado is the only meal easy enough for people who don't know their way around a kitchen.
Y no se caiga de los ojeros, ¿no?
No, no, no. No hay peligro.
Nothing falls through the holes. Te ayudo. Lomito, beef strip loin.
Sí. Y esto es colita.
Colita,
Sí.
the back side. The next step is to put the fire underneath the parrilla, the grill. The whole process of cooking on the parrilla will take approximately an hour. In the meantime, while waiting to throw more coal on the fire, we're going to flip the meat.
The gauchos cook their meat vertically. That means the fat goes into the fire, not into your arteries. Bronco busting at the rodeo, up next on Entrada. Next, I'm off to visit the town of Chascomos, where there's a special gaucho festival, a rodeo that I can't wait to see. The gaucho, that hero of an Argentine cowboy, is a romantic figure known around the world. He's a bronco-busting, hard-working, hard-living loner who loves nothing but his horse, his boots, and a good fight. Here, a crowd of locals has come to see a legend come to life at the annual Gaucho Festival in Chascomos. The gaucho is known for his superb horsemanship, a lifelong desire for freedom, and an unrivaled passion for the great open plains of Argentina.
Para la izquierda?
The gaucho is also known for his traditional costume, and that's what Roberto has brought me to see, the authentic gear of the Argentinian cowboy.
Ah, bueno, every piece of the saddle is independently made and then put together to form the whole seat. The top layer is made of sheepskin and it's for the rider's comfort. ¿Y esto?
Luego le sigue esta pieza que es la que sujeta todo, que se llama encimera y es de donde cuelgan los estribos y la cincha.
The next level down, made of cow leather, holds the stirrups and the girth, which keeps the whole saddle around the horse.
Y esto es lo que le da montura, que le da forma, que lo diferencia de las monturas, porque no es rígido y aparte se puede graduar.
Muy bien. A very flexible piece is found next with padding on the bottom, which sits on top of the horse, therefore the weight of the rider doesn't bother it whatsoever on its back. And depending if the horse is skinny, wide, or thin, then you can adjust it. So it's an adjustable piece of leather, very flexible.
Sí.
¿Y
Le sigue, eso se llama matra, que
Matra.
es de lana de oveja hilada en telares.
Oh, that's great. Look, it's wool. So this is a blanket made of sheep's wool. Muy bien.
Esto otro se llama mandril.
No, este no está hecho de un animal, ¿ah?
Esto también, esto es lana prensada de oveja también.
This is also wool,
es lana.
compressed wool. You'd never know it. You'd think it was synthetic, but it's not. Y está grueso, ¿ah?
Sí,
It's
sí,
very thick. Es muy cómodo, ¿ah?
Para el caballo sí, para el
That's why it was so comfortable. It's
y
perfect.
esto es un impermeable para que no
Exactly.
permita pasar la transpiración para el
And
otro
this is
lado.
waterproof material, which does not allow the sweat from the animal to go through to the saddle. Increíble. ¿Y pesa mucho? Is it heavy?
No,
¿No?
unos 8 kilos más o menos.
It
No sé
weighs
si
8
llega.
kilos. No, no es mucho.
No.
Bueno, lo que quiero saber es de tu vestido, Roberto. I want to know about the gaucho outfit now. What is it? ¿Cuál es la tradición? Explícamelo.
Empezamos por el sombrero. Es un sombrero construido en paño y los hay de distintas formas y varía la región en donde
¿Puedo?
uno esté buqueado. Sí.
Tengo más grande cabeza que tú.
Más o menos.
Es un poco estilo bolero, ¿ah? Como, sí. It's rounded, it's interesting. It's much more round than flat. La próxima pieza, ¿qué es esto?
Seguimos por el poncho. Es un poncho de vicuña. Esto se hace en el norte.
In the north
un
of Argentina.
poncho típico salteño.
The color signifies where it's from and what region it's from. Muy bien, lo voy a poner. I guess this is to keep you warm on the Pampas. But since it goes with my outfit, I'll wear it for a little longer. El cinturón.
El cinturón se llama rastra.
The belt, rastra.
Construido en metal. Esto es plata.
Muy lindo, ¿ah? Y veo que hay bolsas.
Sí, bueno, eso se usa para llevar la plata.
Ah, sí? Muy
Claro.
bien. Look how ingenious that is. Below another level, there's a pocket to put your money in, so you don't lose any of it while you're riding on the horse. And all of this is made of silver and leather. Los pantalones.
Los pantalones son bombachas, son amplios.
Bombachas.
Bombachas.
Those
se
are the
llama,
pants.
bombacha de campo. Yeah.
The pants are nice and baggy at the top, and when you get to the bottom, around the ankle, they're very narrow so that they fit into the boot. Y las botas.
Las botas.
Last but not least.
También en cuero de vaca.
Cow leather, of course. They're beautiful. They're a typical riding boot style with a little bit of different design depending on who you buy them from. ¿Hay más o ya?
Y si tenemos el cuchillo,
Oh, hiding behind. Very, very sneaky. Bueno, ¿qué es esto?
es de asta de ciervo.
That's a deer antler. Ahí puedes poner sus iniciales.
Exacto, sí.
That's so that if you lose it, they'll know who you are when you put your initials on it. Muy bien. Ay, perfecto. Qué bueno. Roberto, muchas gracias.
No,
¿ah?
por nada, por
Por
favor.
todo, qué bueno. Ay, qué rico, ¿ah?
Es muy rico el ajo.
Marcela Ortiz, the chef at Estancia La Josefina, is preparing chimichurri sauce. What is chimichurri sauce? ¿Qué es esta salsa chimichurri?
Es para comer con los asados, más que nada con lechón, cordero, acompañar.
Ay, bueno. It's to eat with our asado sobre la con la carne.
Exacto.
On top of the meat, y pica?
Pica, sí.
It's very hot. Bueno, here are the ingredients. Aquí tenemos el ajo.
El
Sí,
ajo.
we have the garlic.
Incorporamos el ajo.
Muy bien, espera, ok. Y
Sal
vamos a
gruesa.
poner salt, sea salt, coarse salt.
Ají.
Ají, which is ground chili pepper.
Laurel.
Bay leaf. Los líquidos.
Es agua,
Water.
aceite de oliva
Olive
y
oil.
vinagre blanco.
And vinegar. Bueno, ¿cuál es la primera etapa?
El ajo,
The first step is to
con la
mix
sal.
all the ingredients together. Actually, it's the first and the last step. So salt first.
el ají,
El ají. Ground chili peppers. Now remember, these are hot, so be careful how much you put in to start.
el laurel,
The bay leaf.
el agua,
Te ayudo. El aceite.
y el vinagre.
¿Todo?
Listo.
Así.
Muy bien.
Y lo mezclamos todo
Lo
junto.
mezclamos todo y lo dejamos reposar tapado en un lugar fresco 2 días más o menos.
Mix it all together. Put it in a jar. Cover it in a cool place and let sit for 2 to 3 days. ¿Y ya?
Y ya.
That's it?
Así.
Pero 2, 3 días, ¿qué vamos a comer hoy? What are we going to eat today if it has to sit for 2 to 3 days?
Pero no te preocupes, tenemos hecho
Seguro. Of course you have some ready. What was I thinking? Bueno, let's smell this. Oh, potent is the word.
Up next on Entrada, good old-fashioned Argentinian barbecue.
Now I know how to eat it. I'm watching. Lechon. Sí, sí, gracias. Look at that meat. Oh, that's great. Ahora, ponemos un poco de salsa de chimichurri. Okay, time to eat the chimichurri sauce. Pica, ¿eh?
Sí, pica, pica.
Debo tener cuidado.
Sí, sí.
I have to be careful not to put too much of this. I remember how spicy it was. Pero me gusta.
Bueno.
¿Está bueno? ¿Está rico? ¿La carne allá? ¿Te gusta?
Sí, está buenísimo.
¿Qué les parecen? ¿Perfecto? Is it made right? In the chef's opinion.
The best.
The best?
Mejor de lo mejor. Absolutamente.
Oh, Tender? I'm moving in. Time to get some more. Here are the recipes.
To make Marcela's hot and spicy chimichurri sauce, combine minced garlic, coarse salt, ground chili pepper, bay leaf, water, olive oil, and vinegar. Put the ingredients in a jar. Cover and let it sit in a cool place for 2 to 3 days. Chimichurri sauce is on every Argentinian table and spices up every kind of meat there is. But take care, it's hot stuff.
No, esto no.
¿No te gusta?
No.
Y bueno, más cocido que esto no va a ver.
Ay, es perfecto. Poco pan, a little bit of bread, lots of meat.
A eso le pones chimichurri.
Chimichurri y ya.
Espectacular.
Gracias, señor. Perfecto.
Angela, thank you so much for your hospitality here at Las Pampas. That's
Good to have you here.
beautiful.
Thank you for coming.
Absolutely. Gracias, Marcela, para las
Bueno.
recetas.
Bueno.
Thank you for the recipe. Roberto, gracias, ¿eh?
No, por nada, por favor.
Y señores, a las vacas, los caballos y la vida pura. Salud.